My next guest is fresh off a UFC Vegas 52 co-main event win over UFC vet Clay Guida, Claudio Puelles, who pulled off his third knee bar submission in the UFC last weekend. Claudio, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, Curtis? Everything good? Everything fresh from the victory? So it's a good moment to talk.
Awesome, man. Yeah, just a few days out. How would you evaluate your performance? How are you feeling? And what did you take away from the fight?
Well, I think I had a good performance. Like people actually liked it a lot. I think maybe the fight they've liked the most of myself, of my previous performances for sure. I think it was also the opponent. Like a lot of people, like, especially from Peru, didn't believe I could take on Clay, and I proved to them that I can and that I'm ready for big things.
Yeah, definitely, man. And did anything about the fight surprise you at all in terms of his approach or anything like that? Or was it kind of to script in terms of what you guys prepared for?
So at the beginning of camp, I thought he wasn't gonna want to shoot. Like when I saw his fight with Mark Madsen, he probably thought he couldn't beat Mark Madsen on the wrestling. That's why he just played a striking battle with him and tried to avoid the takedown, and he did. And I thought that maybe because of my grappling, of my submissions, of my submission threat, he was gonna try to do the same with me. Probably like try to like strike with me, but he had other plans. He was saying it was gonna be a wrestling versus jiu-jitsu match and whatever. So he just went for the takedown straight up. He didn't hit me a single time. He just like went for the takedown, and yeah, well, you also a fight after that.
Yeah, I gotcha. And did your family get a chance to watch the fight at all? And what did they think of the performance?
Yeah, they are very excited still. They're still very excited. I'm a little sad that they haven't been able to watch my last three fights in person because it's been on the Apex.
Mhm.
But maybe I get a pay-per-view spot next time and they're able to come out. They're very excited to do it. So yeah, I'm just waiting on that, waiting for that. Maybe I get a chance.
Yeah, definitely. And what are you planning to return? Do you have a specific time frame in mind, a specific opponent? What are you thinking in terms of your return?
About opponent, I gotta talk it first with my manager. I cannot like decide. But date, I was thinking I don't want to rush it. I fought like 4 months ago. I fought in December, and now I fought in April. So that was kind of fast. So now maybe September. I was thinking maybe September. I got the bonus. That's a little extra money. So I gotta do a couple, a couple moves with that money now, like important things that I gotta do, and like outside of fighting. And yeah, I think I'll be ready to come back in September. I'm gonna go to Peru, do a little tour over there. I haven't visited in almost a year, so then I go do some stuff over there, then come back and start camp again.
Yeah, definitely. And winner of five in a row now in the UFC. As you mentioned earlier, you felt like this was kind of the best representation of you during your time in the UFC. What would you say has been the biggest reason for your recent run of success compared to when you made your debut?
I'm in a different place mentally. That's all. Like I always had skills. I was always like very decided about what I want, but the mental part is it clicked. It just changed. I grew. I was 20 years old on my UFC debut. I was a kid. Now I'm a grown man. I have stuff that makes keeps me like keeps my feet on earth like the whole time on the ground. So I'm grounded. I'm here. I'm deciding like my fate, and yeah, I think that's what changes everything.
That's awesome, man. And this was Clay Guida's last fight in his current UFC deal. What does your gut tell you? Do you think the UFC is going to re-sign him, or what would you do if you were Dana White in the UFC brass?
I mean, if he still has it, if he still has that fight inside him, why not resign him? Like
Hmm.
he can beat a lot of people. He can beat out younger guys. Like he's 40, but he's in very good shape. Like it doesn't seem like he's 40.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know if he looks like it, like in person maybe, but at least like like body wise, like physically, he's full. Like, he's good. Like he can go. He can fight. He fought in December, the same day I fought, and then we fought like on Saturday. That's crazy. Like this guy's active, even being 40 years old.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to get your thoughts a little bit on the Ultimate Fighter, too. Obviously, we have a new season coming up between Juliana Pena and Amanda Nunes as coaches. As an alumni of the show, what do you think about the show right now? Do you think it's still needed in terms of bringing in new talent to the UFC, especially with other shows like Dana White's Contender Series and all that? Do you think it's still a viable product?
So, what are the weight classes again for this season?
I believe it's lightweight and heavyweight, I want to say. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think it's always like nice to have the Ultimate Fighter. It's already part of history. Maybe just like not do it too often. I think it Ultimate Fighter proves you more that you're ready than Contender Series. Contender Series is just one performance and you don't gotta be there. Like TUF is like super tough. Like you're like disconnected for like 4 or 5 weeks. Like you can wait multiple times. Like that shit either like breaks you or makes you. Like you're not the same fighter the same fighter after you leave there. Like I went through a lot on that show, and I think it made me a way stronger fighter, and it opened a lot of doors for me.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of just kind of the show in general, what was your experience like?
It was hard, man. I was just a kid. I had just turned 20 like a couple of weeks before getting into that house, and I was decided that's what I wanted to do, like for my whole life, like years before that, like being a fighter. But actually being there and almost being broke, and then like coming out on top and leaving that house like thinking I was already the champion, I was a little overconfident after I got off the house, but at the same time I was fulfilled. You know, I had just signed a contract with the UFC before fighting the finale, and I was 20, and for me I was like on top of the world. Like I made it. I made it, and I hadn't made it yet. I had to like put the cherry on the top of the cake like 5 months later, and I made a series of bad decisions which led to a loss, but I was still there. So I was still like signed. So I started making the right decisions, and it's just been like I've been on a good ride ever since.
Yeah, that's awesome. And not too long ago, you made the move from Peru to the United States. Just kind of take me through that transition. What was it like? And how are you feeling now down in South Florida?
Well, I'm happy, man. What can I say? I feel like I just became a professional athlete like ever since I moved here for the first time. Like I've only been a pro athlete for like about a year and a half. Before that, I would train, but I couldn't call myself a pro athlete. Like that was just not it. I was a fighter. I was like doing training camps whenever I was gonna fight, and that was it. Then I wouldn't train much. I would eat shit all the time and be out of shape. And then whenever time came, I was cutting weight and training hard for like 2 months, 3 months. That was it. Then I would chill and I wouldn't do anything. Here, I lived a full year athlete life. I train even better, and I do a lot more stuff on camp that I had never done before. And out of camp, I also like try to do my best to stay consistent, stay at the gym. It's just the atmosphere that you live here at the gym, in the gyms in Sanford, like on my team. Like it's just like great things going on in there, and I think that's taking me to the next level.
Yeah, and I feel like the biggest difference in terms of training at Sanford compared to other gyms is just the caliber of training partners. Who are some of your main training partners in the gym? Do you kind of work with everybody, or do you have a couple of guys that you work with mostly?
I work out with like most people around my weight, like featherweights, lightweights, welterweights. Like those are the people I train most with. Of course, I try to work with more the people of my same exact weight class. But whenever I'm not, I'm working with the other weight class I mentioned. Some names I work out a lot with with coach Nick Lentz. He was on my weight, and he's like, he has a lot of experience. Michael Chandler, Jared Gordon, who's fighting this weekend. Shout out to him. Like a lot of guys, like a lot more. Like I could mention like so many names, but it's hard to remember everyone. And yeah, so it's just a great training place. We have so many good coaches as well. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first got here, I was so excited. I was like, wow, this is a really tough room. Like,
yeah,
damn, like I hope I'm at the same level. Like I didn't know, I had never trained with people like that. So, and I was so happy when I found out. I mean, I'm good too. Like I can do damage to people, and I'm a nice guy. So like, why wouldn't I be a good like a good fit here? So I'm happy here. I cannot say more than that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And obviously a big lightweight title fight coming up between Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje. What are your thoughts on that matchup, and how do you think it'll play out?
Oh, I'm gonna be flying out there, man. I need to be there for sure. We're gonna see me in Phoenix. It's a good fight. I don't know. I think Charles takes it. I think that's what I think. Everybody has their own opinion, but I think Charles takes it. He's too slick these days, man. He's at a very good place mentally, as you all can see. He looks unbeatable. His striking is good. His wrestling and MMA is good. His submissions are like out of chart. So yeah, I think he takes it.
Do you think the grappling will be the biggest difference in this fight with Oliveira, and just obviously with his last fight, how he choked out Dustin Poirier? Do you think that will be the biggest difference?
Yes, even if Gaethje starts like maybe wins like the first or second scramble, like I mean he gets like out of danger. Even if that happens, like Charles can hang on the feet like very good. He's got power, and he eventually like works his way into like taking people's back, and he's very good at it. So yeah, I think he takes that one.
Awesome, man. Well, last question for me here. I really do appreciate the time. What can UFC fans expect from you for the rest of 2022?
Well, at least one more win. I'm gonna try to stick 2 wins. I think I might do two more fights. And well, as you all can see, like if they didn't believe in me before the Clay fight, and now they see what I can do, like the bigger the fight, the bigger I get. Like I believe in me like more with like each big fight I get. That's how I deal with this stuff. Like I know I'm in there for a reason. Like that's what I'm supposed to do. Like on this planet Earth, like fight in the UFC and fight the best.
Absolutely. And before we wrap things up, I'll give you the final word to shout out any sponsors you may have, shout out your team, all that good stuff. I'll give you the final word. Also, feel free to shout out your Twitter too. I know you're trying to get that Twitter verification.
Thank you. Yes. Follow me at Prince of Peru. I'm showing a little bit of my like life every day, trying to like show some stuff in there, grow that community, which I just started, but the following is coming. And also follow me on Twitter under my name, Claudio Puelles. And well, I'm closing some sponsor deals right now, so I have nothing official yet, but some good stuff is coming. Like find out more on my social media. And thank you for having me on your program, and expect more good things coming from me.
Absolutely. And Claudia, thanks again for the time. It was great to meet you, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Bye.